Look at the damage. Epic weather in Rapa Nui. During winter, man, we get these winds and rains picking up. I'm going to show you guys what it's like for these poor boats coming in. Here we come through the world famous roads of Rapa Nui. Just beautiful. You get a couple of these rainy days and it's all over for these roads. Poor little guys. It's really funny just up here. You've got this huge speed bump, but right before it you've got like the whole road destroyed. So you didn't need the speed bump. You could have just left the road destroyed there and you would have got the people slowing down anyway. So I don't want to say all the roads are bad. They're constantly working on them. So when they do them up, like this particular road here, they're not bad at all. It's just 3 or 4 days afterwards when the rains come and it all goes to rubbish again. So there's a good old Rapa Nui wind passing through these trees here. Today we've had like 3 cuts in the power, 3 or 4. You can see those wires up there just waiting for a branch to fall on them. They're not particularly well put up, and so any little branch that falls on them, destroyed. See that sign just back there? Biggest problems on this island are fights over land. Now there was a land law that was put in the 1966, I think it was, to say that only Rapa Nui could own land. Because there was no real paperwork done, and a lot of the land went under Chilean control, and then you could only legally get it if you got it off the Chilean government, which lots of people didn't want to do because then it gave the Chilean government the legal right to be able to do that. And so yeah, there's been fights, just constant fights, a barrage of fights on the island over land, sadly. Yeah, there's something quite beautiful about getting out on a stormy day. It's like the weather wants you to stay inside. Everything's saying stay inside, you know, just curl up with a nice book or something. But once you get out, it's so cool because you've usually got these places to yourself. And there's something so beautiful about the sense of greatness of nature for me. Oh, look at that boat out there. It's really having some problems. These boats, they take 8 days to get here, 8 days to get back. And ideally it takes them 2 or 3 days to unload. But you can imagine if we get these extended times of bad weather, these boats have to sit out there sometimes, you know, 1, 2, 3 weeks. I wouldn't like to be the guy on that boat at the moment. It's really rocking. And I'm not sure why he's not around the other side. Usually at least one of the sides of the island are kind of calm. Looks to me to be the petrol boat. And I'm pretty sure the other side of the island is pretty calm, but there must be some reason behind it because I wouldn't be doing that for fun, that's for sure. Go to our next spot and see what we can see from there. My wife was just in town a little while ago and she said go down to her grandmother's house where there's some huge waves coming in, so let's go down and check them out. Woo! So when I saw this cave on the photo, I thought, why on earth did they have a stargazing cave? Like, what sort of stars are they going to see from inside a cave? I thought maybe they were painting them on the roof or to teach the kids or something like that in the ancient times. But if you look out here, you can see there's a huge open area of sky in front of us. You're out of the wind and the rain and the elements, so potentially in winter you could have a nice little snuggly place. And depending on which stars you're looking at, you could probably see everything west to north. So everything from kind of Orion's belt, Scorpion, all the way north. And so if you're looking out for something special, you can probably see it from this cave. And the very cool thing about here, I don't know if you can see over there, but they have the statues of Tahai. So not just looking at the stars, but looking at the statues as well. All this area is just lava flow. So at some stage, the whole island was erupting and all the lava just carried on down to the water and just kind of solidified as it hit the water. And so not really nice for swimming, but it's very epic kind of feel to the island. And I remember kind of sitting out here when I first came, and honestly this is gonna make you guys laugh, but when I first came, I came already engaged to my wife, and I thought, you know what, I love this island so much, if it doesn't work out with my wife, I'm gonna have to try and find me another woman. It's how strong the pull of the island had to me. Now a lot of people say that the island has a strong pull or a strong rejection, and there's not kind of many people that come to the island and leave untouched by it. So hope you're one of the camp that really loves the island if you haven't been here already, or even if you have been here already. But I better carry on. Let's go and see some other cool stuff. So I've been informed actually that tomorrow is the big day. I thought it was today, but apparently the huge swell is coming in tonight, starting tonight, and by tomorrow morning it's going to be huge. So I'm going to come back tomorrow morning and we're going to go and check it out. Oh, massive waves today. I'm excited. I saw them from my house. We're heading down now. Some of the biggest waves I've ever seen in Easter Island. So let's go and check it out. Woo! I've never seen the ocean like this in Easter Island. It's too messy to be surfing in, so I don't think we're going to see any surfers today. But man, I don't know if you can sense the power of this. It's just huge. And I can see that boat, the one that I was talking to you about yesterday, is way up the side here. Whoa! So I've seen bigger waves before, cleaner waves at least, but I've never seen the ocean so crazy as it is today. Absolutely gorgeous. We've got this morning light coming through, just lighting it all up. Really is quite something to be down here during this time. So I'm glad I can show you guys. I love the ocean. One of the things I loved about coming to the Rapa Nui was the fact that I was by the ocean. One of the cool things about living here is that you can see a sunrise over the ocean and a sunset every day. You're only 3.2 kilometers from the closest area, one side to the other. 3.2 kilometers, so super easy to go and watch the sunrise over the ocean or the sunset. So I'm here outside Anakai Tangata, and only one other time in the history of me being on the island have I seen ocean go inside that cave. Usually the swell difference, or the difference between tide, is only about a meter. And so generally when we go in there, the tourists ask, hey, is it all right to go in here? And we laugh, haha, no, the ocean never gets in there. Well, that would be a lie today. I'm not going in there for anything. And that water's, when it's big, when those big swells are coming in, it's filling that cave up. There's some really cool artwork in there, so let's hope it holds out. I mean, today is crazy. I really want to get on a level playing field with these waves as they're rolling in. I want to get that sense of just looking into their eyes. So I'm going to go down here beside the cave. You can see it says keep out of the cave because of falling cliffs. I don't think that's what we're going to worry about today. Wow, it's powerful, beautiful, love it. For generations, millennial, these rocks have been fighting it out with these waves, and today the waves are making a real go of it. I don't think they're going to win, but a few more million years of this and these lava rocks are going to be done for. I don't want to be one of those guys that's like, oh, you know, look at me, but look at me. It's a super special time to be here on the island just because there's no tourists, and I don't mean that bad for anyone who wanted to come to the island, man. I hope when it opens up everyone can come, but it's like a midlife crisis was kind of forced upon me. I'm 42 years old, and you know, people come to their crisis and they say, oh, I've got to do something else, my life's crap, and I've got to get a motorcycle and get a younger woman and all that sort of thing. Well, nothing like that for me. I just got everything I'd ever worked for taken away from me. All my business and everything, and it taught me something. It taught me that it doesn't matter. Like, there's no point just really going for everything. Everyone talks about, you know, I want to have the best shaped body and I want to get the best job, the best money, you know, the most beautiful family, all that sort of thing. But in one moment, it can all be taken away from you. That was a small moment for us, the pandemic, but it just showed, you know, one day I had work, one day I had employees, one day I had all the money coming in the world, and the next day I had nothing. So I decided to stop at Hangapiko on the way back and There's quite a bit of destruction actually. I was enjoying these waves, but I don't think they're enjoying them so much. So the main harbour is only 3 meters at its deepest, and they're really kind of artisanal boats that go in and out. We haven't got any deep water trawlers or anything, and they generally park all the boats here. And now most of them were taking out their boats yesterday when they heard about the fact that there's going to be this huge swell coming in. But you can see it's actually tossing around these barges down here. It's smashed in a little bit of the wall at the front there. Now there's kind of the ocean, which was supposed to be blocked off from the harbour, is able to get straight through. So man, I'm hoping there's no kind of lasting damage here, and let's hope the waves don't last long enough to destroy everything. And I was just thinking about the fun part of it, but it's not all fun and games. It's almost reaching up to the statue over here, and you can see where the cars generally drive through here, they're unable to because the ocean's kind of sitting up on it. So yeah, it really is kind of a once in a lifetime event. So I'm down here at the Caleta. This is the other port. Apparently it doesn't get too bad down here usually. So they left all the boats in, but in the night, last night, a huge swell came in, destroying all the front end of the port there. We can see loads of debris in the port itself, and I've taken out all the boats. Now it's a bit of an festive atmosphere. They're up normally a bit like this when things like this happen. They came down to support the fishermen, some people cooking for them, and yeah, these guys have been working hard all morning. So they say there's another swell coming in at 3 o'clock, so we can see also that the police have cordoned off the area. Hasn't worked very well. I mean, I'm still here, and let's hope and pray